Welcome back, everyone. My name is Echo, and one of the add-ons I'm interested in is the Mob Heads add-on. Now, this is created by Two Tail Productions, and the owner is Foxy No Tail. Now, the reason why this intrigues me is because I'm a strong believer Minecraft needs more mob heads. They're great for decoration purposes, and as seen via the image thumbnail, people like to wear them. Who wouldn't want to rock a warden head, or in fact, a camel? So let's see if it's worth getting. The add-on is priced at 490 Minecraft coins. That's £2.49. This add-on is $3. The description reads, players kill mobs, animals, and monsters, and they have a chance to drop their heads on death. Fully wearable and placeable. 350 plus mob heads to collect. 74 mob variants. Wear them all. Place them all. There is a wrench item to rotate, move, and scale. Now, that is a lot of mob heads to collect. Over 350. Now, I like this type of add-on because it just enhances the vanilla experience without being too overcomplicated. The file size of this add-on is 9 megabytes. Okay, so once installed in a new or pre-existing world and you're good to go, you'll be given a guidebook. This is the Mob Heads guide. Excuse me, or I will take your head first. Place it on a lectern, and basically, as I've shown you in the introduction, mobs killed by players have a chance to drop their heads. Mob heads can be placed and worn in the helmet slot. Weapons with looting enchantment increases the drop chances. Now, for obvious reasons, missing heads. Some heads have not been included in this add-on, as they can be found in the vanilla game, such as creepers, ender dragons, piglin, skeleton, wither skeleton, and zombie. As you guys already know, these are already available to be obtained throughout your Minecraft experience. But I wonder if these are going to work with the wrench. So I have a sword here with looting 3. You don't have a 100% drop chance. You might get it the first time, but I killed a bunch of animals before and didn't get any. So let's try it on the sheep. Didn't get it on this occasion. Let's go and find out what else we can kill. Let's try it with a chicken. Let's see if he's going to drop it first time. So, kill the chicken. He did not drop it. So, it is a random occurrence, very similar to how it works with the likes of your wither skeletons. You're not always guaranteed it. But of course, looting is going to increase your chances. And on this occasion, we have been quite lucky and we did manage to get 2. I really want the chicken head. I'm going to try and find one. I did manage to get myself a donkey one, but this looks really, really strange. Now, one thing you're going to notice here is that I can't actually put this instantly on my head. That is because you have to use them inside of a crafting table. On the next page, we have placeable heads. Can be placed in the world. When placed, they can be interacted with in different ways. That being the head wrench, but also dies. We're going to learn more about this in a second. So when it comes to wearable heads, can be crafted from a placeable mob head on a crafting table or in the inventory crafting grid. So as you guys can see right now, these all say placeable, right? So I could go ahead and place these down on the ground. And unfortunately, these are actually entities, as we've just discovered right now. But you can just hit them and you can pick them back up. But as I did mention, they don't go in your head slots. So what you have to do is place them in the crafting grid and it will say wearable. On this occasion, I can now wear it. But this actually leaves me with a very interesting question. I gotta see the donkey one here. Hey, look at the timer. Dude, this is so cool. I love having mob heads. I think this is a really cool add-on, besides it being entities. So my question is, let's say I didn't want it to be wearable anymore. Can we undo the process? Yes, you can. You can undo the process. So that's something I really do like and something that the creators have thought about, which obviously on this occasion, you could go ahead and place this down. And it looks like because they are entities, they will fix themselves and kind of face towards the player. On the next page, we have the head wrench. The head wrench helps modify placed heads. Craft a head wrench using a stick and any mob head, and it can be interacted with. So doesn't matter if it was a donkey, a cow, a pig, a chicken, it does not matter. And I'll show you guys a prime example here. So if we were to put this inside of here, if you wanted to go crazy and do it with a warden head, wouldn't recommend, because of course getting this will be quite rare. But you can just use something like a sheep and then you end up with this. And obviously you're able to interact with these. So you're able to move it, rotate, scale, and even instantly pick up. So let's go through this in a little bit more detail. Movements. I'm going to move up. Okay, so the only problem is you have to keep doing it. It doesn't keep the UI open. Let's go to movements. I'm going to move this across slightly. I like the fact that you can do that. But my question is, can you actually have it like just hanging off at all? Can I float in the air? I wish you could just like tap multiple times. It's the only downside. It's a little bit tedious, I would say. But yeah, you can actually have this hanging off the side. It's nearly completely done. We'll do one more movement. We'll move it over here. And I think for good sake, we'll do it one more time. Rotation. Let's rotate this. See, I wish it was with sliders. Let's just do like a mad rotation here. Oh, wow. You really can make this incredibly obscure. Okay. One more time. Let's go to rotation. We're going to do this like this. And then we're going to bump this all the way up. It looks like he's staring at me. I feel like this would be something that you'd have on the wall. But really easy to use. We'll go to scale. How big can we make these? Large. Wow. That's really, really big. Okay, we'll go with this one then. We'll go to scale and we'll go with small. Now, apparently you can interact with these with die. See, this right here is why you read the book, because if you interact with specific dies, this can kind of cut the whole process of how the rotation works. Because if I tap on this, it gets bigger and smaller. I don't have to worry about using the wrench. The dies are like the best way to do this. So much better, to be fair. In fact, so much better and easier to use. I don't know what that's... Oh, it's taking it back. Come towards me. Come towards me. So yeah, a much better way to do this. Not necessarily dyeing them, but you can use these for rotations. So my question is, can we rotate? No? Kinda? Kinda? I mean, you can have floating heads, I guess. There's a whole bunch of different colors you're able to use. That's way... Yeah, that's really cool. Oh. To be fair, you could kind of have this... Can it go up? You could kind of have this facing down. You could have it on the ceiling. And there's so many really cool mob heads in Minecraft that this would be really cool to mess around with in your worlds. And like prank your friends with. Oh, he's gone. You could have like his little demon eyes sticking out. I am watching you. So yes, dies, I would say, are a much better way. So unfortunately, you cannot use the wrench on pre-existing heads, which is a little bit of a shame because I really like the rotation abilities. Anyway, inside of this, it also says other interactions. Sit on a mob head by interacting with an empty hand or any item that's not a wrench or die. So you're able to sit on them? Now let's see how this works. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I totally killed that villager before because he wouldn't leave me alone. Anyway, you can sit on these. And you can kind of go up and down too. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm impressed with this. It has a lot more features than I was actually expecting. Okay, so this is something I was interested in. Drop chance. Drop rates for each mob type has been calculated based on rarity, farmability, ease of auto farming. So it says because of these, very rare mobs like Wither Boss, Elder Guardian, Skeleton Horses should always drop their heads when killed by players. Meanwhile, very common mobs like Drowned Spiders, Cods have very low chance because, of course, they're incredibly common. That makes perfect sense. Although the rabbit did drop on its first occasion. Let's go. I think it should be wearable before it should be placeable, in my opinion. I like the little bunny ears, though. That's pretty cool. That's just my opinion on this. But let's go ahead and kill a whole bunch of these. It's important to understand, guys. If we were to type in villager, villagers have like 105 different variations, depending on the biome you're in. So, for example, there's obviously tiger-related ones, swamp ones. There's a whole bunch of different villager heads that you can get. It all just depends on the biome that you go and visit. So, yeah, take that into consideration, especially if you want to collect them all. There are so many villager ones. Now, for that very reason, I can't show you them all, but I will show you a whole bunch of them. Let's see the rarity of something like a Vindicator. Because these can be farmed. Okay, so it's a little bit of a rarity. What about a Ravager, though? Yeah, so it's quite a rare one to get. Although, farmable, by the way. So, not too rare. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like on the player. Yes. Yes. I like this one. Okay, camel. I know it's kind of sad that you gotta kill these. But I seen on the intro that... Dude, they can't be that rare. Surely not. Okay, there we go. We got it. They're classing the camel quite rare then. Or maybe I just got incredibly unfortunate. I love how this looks. Yes. This might be one of my favorite ones. Panda. I'm sorry, little panda bear. But I need to see what it looks like on me. Let's go ahead and put this over here. Let's put this on. Panda. Yes. The scale of the models are really impressive as well. We'll go ahead and place down the camel. Then we'll convert this one back and also place this one down as well. I would have to collect them all. I would definitely say parrots are quite common, but we got very lucky on this occasion. What about a hoggy? Let's try a hoglin. So these are definitely common inside of the nether. Okay, we got that one too. I want to see what this one looks like placed down. So we have the parrots. We also have a hoglin. I think it looks a little bit smaller than I was expecting. I mean, on the player, not so much, to be fair. It looks amazing. This one looks really, really cool. Let's try the parrot as well. Can I switch these out then? Oh, you can. Oh, look at the size of the parrot. It's freaking huge. Strider. Let's see the rarity of this one. Okay, so we got that one already. Elder Guardian. I know, I'm going to have to kill these. They should drop them straight away because it's quite a rare one to get. So, Strider down there. Elder Guardian. Looks a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be, but let's see how big it is on the player. No, this is actually kind of perfect. See, why are these actually not a thing in vanilla Minecraft? We definitely need more mob heads. And then we have a glow squid. Didn't get it on that occasion. These are quite common. There's that. And then we have an iron golem. This is also really easy to get. Let's try the iron golem one first. I'm gonna quick put this on. There we go. And then we also have a glowy as well. Let's put this one on. Well, it kind of goes well with the eye blossom cape. But yes, you get the point. So that obviously means if we summon a warden, it's a 100% drop chance. And in my opinion, so it actually should be. This was the one I was most intrigued by. And they did a really good job with this one, to be fair. I think this with netherite armor would be really, really cool. And they're easy to break, but I'll go and show you guys a whole bunch more, but there is tons to collect. I just realized there's a whole set of different pandas, including the brown rare panda. So a couple more that we have on show here is goats, screaming goats. I've showed you guys the glow squid, black horse. We have the fox and enderman. Elder Guardian you've seen, worried panda and brown panda. So yeah, really impressed that there's multiple variations for each type. I really, really liked this. I was a big fan of this one. So that is the armadillo. Is there only one type of armadillo? Let's try it. Armadillo comes in 2. Okay, so wearable. Let's see what this looks like on your head. I mean, this one feels really, really weird. Because rather than its head, it's its whole entire body. It just feels a little bit too personal, but I like the screaming goats. There is an allay. There is also a wither, the wither boss, rather than the skeleton. And each and every type of dog head can also be obtained as well. So you'd have even more reason to go to different types of biomes. Here's the ashen one. There's a tadpole. There's the llamas. There's the wandering traders. And every single one can be worn. Let's go ahead and put this on our head and see what the wolf one looks like. Yeah, so really impressed with this add-on. If you were interested, then yeah, I would recommend. I think with it being entities, a lot of people will be put off by this, but I can say plenty of mobs have definitely been spawning in my world while we do have these entities. And I imagine someone like Foxy Nota would take that into consideration. So don't panic too much. I think overall they have done a good job. Maybe in the future they will convert them to blocks. But yes, reasonably priced, pretty good add-on.